Joey Only Care Be Weather Dude, YouTube channel here. Hit like, share, subscribe. Just responding to my friend Paulo's post he made, and I think he comes from a good place in what he's suggesting here, although I have a rebuttal to this, so let's have a look at his post here. Trump's threats to Canadian sovereignty have changed my mind on oil pipelines. I believe Canada now immediately means to increase our trade with the rest of the globe outside the USA. We're too vulnerable to this bully that is itching to find any excuse to invade us. This means we need to build more energy and pipes to export these resources to other markets and grow our industries and boost defense. We might not be able to save the world from climate change anymore, not with a hostile U.S. president that is turning back the clock on progress. And that's unfortunately probably true. We have to become less dependent on that market, trade more with Asia, Latin America, and Europe, forge new alliances and friendships with reliable partners to replace the ones Trump is destroying. Americans need to wake up that Trump is actively trying to destroy their interests, make Americans poorer, make food more expensive. He's trying to destroy the economy and cause the deep recession that will hurt everyone. This only benefits the adversaries of the USA. It's clear that oligarchs and Putin have extreme influence over Trump, and it's likely he's a traitor to the United States, purposely trying to destroy them from within. I agree with this too. Canada doesn't want to be part of this bullshit. We don't like the extremism we see down there. We're pretty moderate people, like to get along with each other and not have all this insane drama. This is like dealing with an abusive spouse who has narcissistic personality disorder. If we can't change the situation of being back to loyal allies with some kind of sane and reliable president, we better leave and find new friends. So anyways, I think we need to build more pipelines. I never thought I'd be saying this. We need to build them fast. But I counter to Paulo that no, that's not the case, actually, that it's time for the green revolution to really take root in Canada properly. And I say this because already we know that the oil industry is a dying industry, that it's, and it's not that it's dying fast enough for what we need, but we know that green solutions are already out there. A green economy, green cars, electric cars. We know that we are entering a new era of battery power, a new era of energy creation. We have abilities with hydrogen now we didn't have before. We have the water battery coming to vehicles. So like, how much in 10 or 20 years is this oil economy going to be reliable for us? So that's one point, right? So you're going to do all this work to build a pipeline, spend billions of dollars and years of your energy to make this pipeline happen, make these pipelines happen, but to ship to the rest of the world who probably doesn't want our product. And let's be honest about this. This is why we've been shipping to America and not the rest of the world anyways. I mean, it costs more to get our oil out of the ground, to extract it from the tar sands. It's not a cheap process. Building pipelines and then having to ship it across the ocean, that increases the costs even more. So we have a product that the rest of the world, can get for cheaper elsewhere. Europe can get its oil cheaper elsewhere. China can get its oil cheaper elsewhere. The rest of the world doesn't require our oil. For America, it's right there. It's close. It's easy. Put a pipeline down to them and sell it to them. And that's what we've been doing. For good or for bad. That's how it's been going for years, right? So we're going to do all this work for a product that is diminishing in the market share, going slowly down and down and down as more and more green solutions and more. And you think that the rest of the world isn't doing this? No, it is. Europe has already been pushing to the green revolution for some time. China is one of the fastest growing green economies on earth. Despite all that talk that well, why should we do anything about climate change? Because China's got 1 billion people. And that's propaganda at this point. It's not based on the truth. The truth is that the Chinese are developing and rapidly expanding their green economy in a way that nothing here we're doing can even seem remotely close. So you take all these years, and even then you have all the approvals and whatnot. Maybe you have to actually deregulate environmental regulations in order to get these pipelines through. So you're going to cause stress to our environment, and our oil is expensive. You got to ship it across the world. And we haven't done this in the past because there isn't a market for it, right? So that's why I figure we should be taking this opportunity to be really investing in the green alternatives, right, for our own country. And if we're going to make pipelines, we got to make it we got to build our own refineries right here in Canada and make our own gasoline, oil, and whatnot. If we're going to continue to use gas and oil for the foreseeable future, and that's even most environmentalists like myself don't see a time where oil and gas isn't usable or valuable or needed in society. It does a lot of different things for us besides just going into an automobile, right? Nonetheless, we're getting less and less need for the oil economy as we go in the future. So we're building something that in the end won't really serve us. So the idea we're just going to invest in the oil economy, which already hasn't helped us any money, is flawed. Because a lot of the same people who are at the helm of these companies are the ones who are part of the mega movement to begin with. These are oil interests, these oil companies, these big executives. You think that they didn't give money to Trump and these American companies and these big companies? You think that they aren't giving money to Poilievre, giving money to, they don't care about our sovereignty, the oil companies that are operating in Canada. So like turning to them while they might actually be undermining our own sovereignty, I think is problematic at best. So that's just a couple of my replies I had to my friend Paulo there, and being a reasonable person like he is. He says we need more nuclear power and develop our new nuclear weapons for deterrence. I don't know about nuclear weapons. I'm really not okay with that, but I do understand that nuclear power is going to have to be one of the solutions in the green economy. We have more methods to do it safely now. We have the largest nuclear plants in North America right now. We have the know-how. We do. We're short in some areas for nuclear security, I think, for Canada. But anyways, yeah, we are. Paul is absolutely right. We're an immediate existential threat. And what I like about what he's saying is that it's getting it out in the open and talking about it, right? So I think that's really important that we just keep talking and sharing ideas right now. As long as we're looking at the same problem from the same perspective, more or less, at that point, we're trying to come to an understanding, a consensus, trying to work it out amongst each other, amongst ourselves. Anyways, just a shorty for this afternoon for you, as I'm still busy here. But check out last night's live stream, the podcast here, Meteorological Report Under My Lives. Great episode, a lot of fun. Okay, everybody, we'll talk to you next time soon. Bye now.